All right, good morning, Cash. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Okay, so yesterday we read an article talking about the branches of government,
Hmm.
and today I'm going to show you and teach you about another reading strategy that you can use after you have read to help you remember what it was that you read. Okay, after we've read something and in particular, if we're taking a test and we're getting ready to review for our test,
Hmm.
we don't always want to go back and reread everything that we read, right?
Okay.
And so what we want to do is we want to learn how to look for keywords so that we can say, oh, hey, I see this word. I'm going to look for that word, or I'm going to use those text features that we talked about to help me find these keywords
Okay.
in our text, okay? And again, this is just going to help you find that important information without having to go back and reread everything,
Okay.
okay? Um, so today we're going to do that again to help us remember what we learned about the different branches of government, okay? So again, remember we read this yesterday, okay? And so we have the questions here that we came up with, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So my first question would be, what were the founding fathers of America afraid of when they were creating a plan for America's government? So when you're doing this with your partner, okay, your partner will have created the questions
Hmm.
and they're going to give them to you, and you're going to have to write down the page where you found the answer and write down the answer, okay?
Okay.
Because it's just me and you. I came up with the questions and I'm going to show you how I want you to go back and find the answers,
Okay.
okay? All right. So when I read this, what were the founding fathers of America afraid of when they were creating a plan for America's government? What do you think might be some keywords in there? I think that if we're talking about America and we're talking about the government, the founding fathers would be the people that created it. So I'm going to look for our founding fathers, okay? And I am going to use the words founding fathers to try and help me find this information back in the text. And again, I'm going to use those text features that we've been talking about too to help me.
Okay.
Um, so I'm going to look here. I'm going to look at the title, and that says branches of government. That is not founding fathers. I'm going to look at these pictures. I see that there's a picture here with a caption, but it doesn't say founding fathers. If I look down here at my glossary, oh, it says founding fathers. So the men who worked together to write the U.S. Constitution and make a plan for America when it first became a country. Well, but this doesn't ask me who the founding fathers were. This asks me what were they afraid of. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep looking. Now I'm going to actually look like in the text, and I'm going to look for those bolded words or those sub subheadings. And when I'm looking here, oh, I see right here founding fathers, and that's
Hmm.
in bold print. So when America's founding fathers were creating a plan for America's government, oh, okay. When they were creating a plan, okay. It was very important to make sure no one person or group had all of the power. Okay. So what I'm going to do is now in our article, we just have our paragraph. So I'm going to put paragraph 1, and then I'm going to put they were afraid of one person
Or group.
or group having all the power. Okay? And so when you're working with a partner, okay, this is what you're going to do. You'll go through and you'll answer all of their questions, and then you'll do the same thing for them, okay?
Okay.
So what I want you to do right now is I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this questions or these questions, and I want you to show me how you're going to use these text features to help you skim through the text again to find the answers to these two questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Um, so the second question is, what is the legislative branch? So I probably want to look for legislative branch because that's what it wants me to know. What wants me to tell you what it is. So I go back to the document, and should I look at the pictures, or should I look at like the headings first? Do you think?
I don't think it matters really. I think
Okay.
wherever you feel most comfortable. I know that I start with the captions and like the glossary and things like that, just because that's how I like to do it.
Okay. So uh, this picture here says a legislative branch, um, but it's talking about the Capitol building. So that doesn't tell me what it is. Um, the glossary, it's not in the glossary. So we'll go back to the headings. Here's one though that says about the legislative branch. So uh, it says the legislative branch writes or makes laws for Americans for America. At the national level, this branch splits into two parts: the Senate and the House of Representatives. So it sounds like they make laws.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to write down the page, or in our case, the
That's
paragraph.
that's the second paragraph,
Mm-hmm.
and it is uh, they write or make laws
Good. Okay.
for America.
Good, Cash. All right. Go ahead and do number 3 for me, too.
Okay, where is the U.S. Capitol building? There was a picture of that here.
Good.
Look at the caption. It says the U.S. Capitol building is home to the legislative branch, national level. It is located in Washington D.C. So, so how would I tell it? Because it's the caption of the picture. That's what it wants right there. Because I was looking for the U.S. Capitol building,
Mm-hmm.
and that was right here in the thing.
Okay.
So there was even the heading of the picture. So
So you can write picture.
picture. If there's more than one picture, would I have to say which picture?
Yes,
Okay.
that would be important.
Okay. And this says it is in Washington, D.C.
Excellent.
Cool.
So, Cash, do you think that this might make it a little bit easier when you're answering questions, or maybe when you're taking notes for a test that you're going to take?
Yes, because I don't have to reread everything that may not be as important.
There you go. Very good job.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.